Flosstube. I'm Jen, and welcome to Stitchy Shenanigans, a channel about cross stitch, knitting, crocheting, and some other crafty shenanigans I get myself into. A little bit about me. I was born and raised in New Jersey, moved to Arizona for work, where I still work full-time as a first responder with my husband Tony, hi honey, and our two puppies, Winston, who, if you can see, is up there as Darth Vader. Thank you, Chels, for that picture. And I have a border collie, and her picture's over here out of frame, and her name is Adley. We are in the midst of summer. We have broken many heat records, which I'm not a fan of being a part of. I think we hit 2 weeks or over 10 days of over 115 degrees. We've also, the entire month of July so far has been over 110. What are you gonna do? I'm in the desert in summer. Now last night we finally had our first monsoon storm, thunderstorm, which was wonderful. The thunder did wake me up in the middle of the night, but that's fine. We need the rain. But today is hot, humid, muggy. Humid for us. My East Coast friends, don't be coming at me. I know it's a dry heat, but this humidity is a lot for us. So let's see, where and when did I begin my crafty adventures? I don't remember how old I was. My mom would probably remember if she watches this and maybe can comment. My mom had bought me a cross stitch kit, and I remember it fairly well. It was, I don't know, maybe about that big. And it was Raggedy Ann sitting on a brown shelf, and I think there was blue, like the fabric was painted blue or something. And you didn't stitch that part. You stitched the shelf and you stitched her. I did so bad. It was my first try ever, and my stitches went every which direction, and I had knots on the back, and I had no idea what I was doing. I did finish it, and of course, through life and everything else, it's gone. I wish I could find that kit again, but probably not. Fast forward a few years, I'm on a vacation with my family in Disney with my mom and dad and my brother, and they had cross stitch kits. I fell in love with this one cross stitch kit and begged my parents, and they got it for me. So sure enough, through life, everything else, the kit went MIA. Who knows where it is? So I went on a third-party site on eBay, and I found a sealed kit. I could not believe it. Sealed. So I'm going to show it to you. And it's called Self Portrait. Now it came with the floss, the fabric, and the iron-ons. And the iron-ons were really what I was very worried about. And they are in great shape. So, sorry about that glare there. Now, I bought this when I first started getting back into cross stitch. I bought this kit. I haven't started it. I don't know why. I've been waiting forever to find this kit. I found it. I have it. Haven't started it. Now I do have some other projects that I'm working on that I need to get done. I need to start this. This one's pretty heavy. It's got some blended, one strand of 2 colors and all that other stuff in there, but not hard. I need to do it. I just need to start it. So yeah. Now fast forward some more time. I moved to Arizona, and I'm by myself. I have a very stressful job. I needed something to keep my hands and my mind busy, so I taught myself to crochet. And one of the very first projects I ever made was a blanket for my mom and dad, all single crochet, and this thing was huge. It took me forever. They still have it, which is awesome. So then I got into crocheting hats, scarves, and different things for Operation Gratitude for donation. they send care packages to deployed troops. And then I got into crocheting booties, mittens, and hats for preemies and NICUs. And these little booties, the entire back was open because with babies, they put, you know, the monitors and little stickies on the bottom of their feet. And the booty would just slip on their foot and I had a little tie. So I did a bunch of those. And then just a few years ago, taught myself how to knit for the purpose of knitting socks. I have knit one pair. One pair. I'm still trying to figure out how to get the heel to fit. I'll figure it out. I'll get there eventually. I'm not in a rush. Then, I don't know how long ago it was now, maybe a couple of years now, I was on YouTube, discovered Flosstubes, which I love to watch. I love to sit on my couch, craft, and listen to Flosstubes and see all the projects everybody's working on. And I have found so many wonderful charts through watching Flosstube. I started stitching again. And that's where we are today. So today I have some fully finished items. I'm not going to call them objects because they're stitching related, but just not stitching. I have a couple finishes. I have a lot of whips. I have a lot of stash, which I'm not going to show you everything in my stash because I really do like digital patterns. I upload them to GoodNotes, use my iPad. So I'll show you some, but not all of them. I'm going to try to keep this video somewhat moderate in time because I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to do this and how to upload and do the thumbnails and all the things. So bear with me. Thank you. So my fully finishes. In my crafting journeys, I discovered silicone beads and I made beaded pens. I will show you some that I have here. Let's see. So Dunkin' Donuts. I'm from back east. I freaking love Dunkin' Donuts. Kathy and Missy, Two Needles Pulling Thread. If you ever see this, I see you. But I just have a question for you. Have you ever had Dunkin' iced coffee with blueberry? Blueberry. Cheers. It is the best. Okay, pens. So here's a couple of the pens I've made. The cat says, it's fine, I'm fine, everything's fine, which I love him. He's so funny. I have made this one. Now my husband is a Dallas Cowboy fan. I love him anyway. I am a Niner fan because of Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Garcia, you know, all those players. And then my kids. So my daughter lives in Virginia. My son lives in Florida. And technically speaking, they're my ex-stepkids. But they're my kids. And I love them. And as we grew in our relationship, I had, had the talk with them that I'm not replacing mom. They still wanted to find, a term of endearment to call me. And I am Mama Bear. And I love it. So I made a Mama Bear, come on, Mama Bear pen. It's a big Mama Bear with two little bears. And yellow is my favorite color. Those are them. Then I'm like, I love floss rings and floss cards and drops and all that other stuff. And I'm like, I can make those. So sure enough, I have made, and excuse the noise because they're metal, I have made floss rings with bling. That's one. Of course, I have a Mama Bear one. Now, red is my son's favorite color, yellow is mine, orange is my daughter's. So there we go. And it's not gonna want to focus on. Oh, there we go. That's my mama bear. And then I have a paper punch that creates a tag and has an eyelet inserter. I don't know if that's what you call it. So I have a little tag to write the project name on. Haven't used it yet. Then I have, this one says, Mama needs coffee. I love this one. This one's so fun. And because I love puppies. There's one with a little doggy house. And these are so much fun to make. And then I went a little crazy. And I have several more done that just don't have the giant, binder ring, but eventually. So there's a little one there. A little patriotic. This one I think is going to be mine. I think so. Now, like with all these little things, and I'll show you some other, I also make needle minders. Eventually, these might be like little giveaways and things like that. If there's enough interest in them, I would be glad to do that. Lighthouse. Oh, and you'll notice the theme. I love nautical themes. Love nautical themes. So a couple other finished crafts, stitching related, are needle binders. This one is a little, what do I call them, ugly sweaters? I think it's adorable. And then there's just the magnet on the back. There's that one. And then a little fall heart. I love fall colors. I miss fall colors. Because out here, everything's tan, brown. Cactus or green, that's about it. That's about all the green I have. And this last one. One of my favorite Christmas movies of all time. So those are some of my finishes, fully finishes, crafty related. Now, finished items. I was in the attic in Chandler, yes. The attic is somewhat close by. It's an hour away, which for out here, it's kind of a drive. Now back east where I'm from, half hour to get somewhere is nothing. But out here where 5 minutes I'm at a store, an hour's a little drive. But I was at the attic and browsing around, as you do, and I found this. Meridian Designs, the teeny weeny bikinis. And I love this one. Absolutely loved it. So I stitched it up. This is on, I can tell you, Color and Cotton Salt Rock. I think it's Ada. I don't remember what count though. And here. Now, I messed up a little bit because I know you eagle-eyed people out there are going to notice, but whatever. This was the first piece I ever washed and soaked. I did not iron it. No, I didn't. I love it. This is my most favorite fabric and color ever. Can't find it. Waiting to find it. I love this color. It's such a beautiful gray and goes with everything. So I'm going to show you another finish. This one is so cute. My daughter was out visiting and I was just looking for cross stitch patterns on Etsy, and I saw this, asked her if she would like it, which she did. So I stitched this for her kitchen in her apartment. Now I was going to fully finish it, but she did ask that she's able to do that herself. Fine, pick your frame, pick whatever you want. It is called Rainbow Avocado, and there is the designer. You ready? This is so cute. He's so cute. So she doesn't know what this looks like because she picked it out and she said she would like it for her kitchen. So this is on, unfortunately I don't remember. I don't remember what this is on. How cute is that? This is also another piece that I soaked to try to get most of the wrinkles out. I do like to stitch on a hoop. I also use Q-snaps, which you'll see in a little bit. How adorable. So I can get this mailed off to her for her kitchen. I also do enjoy diamond painting. I have a few kits, one very large one, which I haven't been able to work on, but there is a company in it, or a website, and it's called paintgems.com. Paintgems.com. And they sell mini kits. So I had gotten one just to have something little to do, almost instant gratification. And I had gotten a mystery box, and I had no idea what this was going to look like until I was done. Just real quick. There it is. I think what I'm going to do with these, I bought a 12 by 12 scrapbook album. And what I'm going to do is create scrapbook pages and store them. Yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. If there is enough interest, because this is the kit and all my leftovers from the Teeny Weeny Bikini. I think I might make this a giveaway because it's not doing any good just sitting here. So if there's enough interest in the future, I will have this as a giveaway. Now, I did use these silks instead of the Krynic. It comes with leftover DMC and the beads. So that way somebody else can have it. Somebody else can stitch it and enjoy it. But not yet. I'm still figuring everything out, remember? So those are my finishes. Whips. I have quite a few. I'm not going to show them all though, because a lot of them I tucked away. I don't know that I want to say hibernation, but I have enough to do that I just kind of tuck some away for right now because I don't want to get overwhelmed. This first one is from the Just Cross Stitch magazine. It is the October 2022, and it's this little guy. How cute is that? I started this quite some time ago, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. Now, I am a little nervous about it because if you notice the little fox, he's a little fuzzy because you stitch him and then use this brush to brush the stitches, and it makes them fuzzy. At first I thought, well, I should just stitch him and do that and then do the cup. However, then I thought, well, if I'm brushing these, then I thought it might be a little bit more difficult. So I started with the cup, and I'm just going to stitch the whole thing and just be very careful when I do the brushing for the fox. And yes, string, this is where I am at. It is so much fun. I love that cup. I love that cup. So this is his fox's little body, and then work around here up to his face. That's where I am with that. My next one is, again, me with my Nautical my nautical themes. I got this at the attic. Heart in Hand, Seaside Tiny Town. I actually started this at an AZ Stitchers meetup with Angie and Penny of Two Eclectic Stitchers. You know, and now I fully understand why people say you don't get a lot of stitching done at retreats or meetups. Because that is all I have. The lighthouse. This really was a lot of fun though. I really enjoyed this. It was easy because, I mean, it's somewhat blocks of color. It's just I was so busy talking to everybody and having fun, and I'm not. Let me back up. It is very difficult for me to go out there, meet new people. And when I started watching Flosstubes, I had actually reached out to Stacy, the 911 Stitcher. Hi, Stace. And we started up a conversation. We struck up a friendship, and she is just the most wonderful person, wonderful human being. Where then I met her friends, and my little crafty circle grew. Hi, ladies. This community is one of the most welcoming, generous, kind communities I have ever truly had the blessing to be a part of. And I know I say it's hard for me to put myself out there, and it is. It's been wonderful. It's been a wonderful experience. And Stacy had invited me to a meetup here in Arizona. I was overwhelmed with the welcoming and the kindness and the generosity. It's been wonderful. It's been such a wonderful experience. And I treasure these ladies wholeheartedly. So, going to an AZ Stitchers meetup was a little bit easier, a little bit, but so much fun. So much fun. And I'm hoping to make it to the August one. So that's a little backstory there. Okay, let's talk about samplers. Samplers are beautiful, beautiful. However, having been back into cross stitch, I never really found one that spoke to me, that I was interested in doing, until I found Good Company by the Scarlett House. Again, yes, nautical theme, but that's what this one is. The Scarlett House, Good Company. Oh, I love this. So the phrase or the wording says, and I don't have my glasses on because I didn't want all the reflections and stuff. So, she lives on a hill overlooking the sea with only her dogs for good company. She doesn't need less, she doesn't need more than to hear the waves crash into the shore. I had to have it. I had to. I picked this one up, and I was, and again, this community generously gifted the silk floss for this. I was going to do maybe some overdyes and a mix of overdyes and DMC. I was very generously gifted the silks for this. Now I have started this. Unfortunately, I haven't worked on it much since. I started it during a Zoom with my beautiful friend Bettina in Germany, who is probably by now about halfway done with this, but she's working on that peacock, unicorn, and badger. Her stitching is amazing. Amazing. This is my start. This is the very corner. It is the border. And that is as far as I've gotten. Yeah. It is so much fun. It really is. and it's beautiful, the colors. This next one, and this is why a lot of things have gotten put on the back burner. So being from New Jersey, my most favorite place anywhere is Cape May. Cape May, New Jersey. Oh, that's like my heart home. I love it. I was in New Jersey for a visit to my parents. I don't remember, May. And I went to Stitch by Stitch in Cape May. Now, Mom walked around with me. Dad kind of hung out outside, as they do. And I swear, you could walk through that store for a week and not see everything. I had gotten some kits from there, and I'll show a few more another time. As we were walking out of Stitch by Stitch, a basket caught my eye, and it had it must have been like plastic canvas, a basket band around the bottom. It had a lighthouse on each side. It had the word tea and a teacup, and it was so cute. And my mother loves tea. So I asked if they had the chart for that, and she's like, no, that thing's, probably over 20 years old. They didn't have the chart. She graciously allowed me to take photos, and I charted it, and I started it. Now this is in the Q-Snap, so I will do my best to show you, but I'm not taking it out. And I charted it myself. I used Stitch Fiddle, Fiddle. It was like $5 for a month of membership access. So I charted it up, and I picked colors myself, and I really like how this is coming out. And I do need to get it done because I'm not making it into a band. I am going to have it framed and then send it to my mom. It's going to be a lot smaller than that basket band, which is fine, because then she can hang it in her kitchen. And this, let me get the fabric pulled back, and this is it so far. Now, okay, white is hard to stitch with and keep them even, but I'm learning, and it's for my mom. She's gonna love it. So this is the T in the word tea, T-E-A, and then it'll go further down, and then there'll be another lighthouse, what do you call it, mirror image, down on this side. Yeah. Now this linen, I love this linen, I really do, but it's the type that has different size threads, different size, I don't know what you call them. I think I prefer Aida or even weave. I mean, I'm making this work. It's what I have, but yeah. I love it. I need to get this done. Oh, I need to get that done. Can't keep mom waiting, you know. So let's see, what else? Okay. Let's talk about stash. Because like I said, I've been a knitter crocheter, yarn crafts for over 20 years. I have quite a bit of stash of my yarn. I've been collecting charts, and I like getting the fabric and the floss for the charts that I want to stitch. I have quite a few kits made up, which I'll show as I go on, because it's a lot. And my husband is very supportive of my hobbies, of my interests, but he really, he really does not give me issue with my stash. And there's a really good reason. So my husband is a cigar guy. He loves his cigars. So much so. And I love my husband so much so we have converted a half bathroom into a walk-in humidor. Now, if you don't know what a humidor is, now cigars need to stay humidified. Otherwise, they get dry and useless, worthless. They have to stay humidified. So we have a pretty good sized house. We have a couple bathrooms. And we had the half bath. Yes. I love my husband. The entire bathroom, except the floor, because it's a tile floor. The walls, the ceiling are covered with cedar. It smells amazing. He has a humidifier unit in there. Now, if anybody's interested to see what this looks like, I will take some pictures and post them in my next video. Let me know if you're interested in seeing it. He has quite a stash. Now, with that said, he's very generous. Very generous. He shares his cigars with friends, family, and others, and that's his thing. So, have at it, because I'm going to have my thing. Oh, I have one more whip. Uh-oh, I have one more whip. This one is going to be very long term. I had decided I wanted to do a scrappy stitchy project to document my projects. I had spent so much time searching and searching for different charts, different patterns, different things, and I realized I was making it much more difficult than it had to be. So this one is going to show the colors of that teeny weeny bikini, the Wonder Woman, or the hero. So there it is. And I did do one little bead in the blue. It's hard to tell in this lighting. There it goes. But that's my start. So now with this one, I can add the colors from the avocado and get that off. And then as I go and stitch, and if I need something simple, I'll add some more colors from other projects. Gifts. I'm telling you, I can't say it enough. This community is the most generous, kind community. And having been a first responder for 26 years now, it does my heart good. It really does. Just to see the generosity and kindness. So I typically use zip top bags as project bags, because then I can see my projects in there and it reminds me. Or I use those plastic bags with the zipper on top. But I had been gifted 2 project bags, and from my friend Annette. She is an amazing sewer. This is the first one she had given me. So cute, because she knows I do yarn crafts as well, and right now there's nothing in it to be able to show it to you. Isn't that adorable? I love it. And then Nanette also made me another bag. I love these quilted, scrappy looking but matching. I mean, it doesn't have to match, but I love, now this is the back, solid back, beautiful. And I love this. It is so pretty. This is what my tea and lighthouse are home in. It is so beautiful. And then look at this. Look at this lace trim. And I will show you what else Nanette has gifted me, because she went to Japan and she went to the Kohana store. I'll show that next time. But she also gave me this keychain, which I kept on the bag for right now. Isn't that beautiful? I love to hike. I love to walk. I love to ruck. If you don't know what rucking is, it is essentially walking or hiking with a weighted backpack. I am up to about 20 pounds in my bag now, which is exciting. Let's see, what else? Oh, I was talking about stash, wasn't I? See? I'm like all over the place. I'm so nervous. Digital chart stash. I'm going to show you a few of these. Now, I also do play World of Warcraft. It is so much fun. It's a great way to relax. So, I had found this group of patterns. Witchy Stitcher on Etsy. You know what I did? I started this one. I got through all the words. I got the Hearthstone. And then I had this blue and yellow, which is the Alliance side, halfway done. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. Well, I do know. I messed up. I counted wrong. The Hearthstone, though, was all the way over here. Now, I know I did try to frog it out. I had a lot of support from one of the Facebook groups who said just frog it out, which I did try, but the fabric just got messed up. So, no, it didn't work. So I'm going to stitch this one, and it's going to go in the center, and I'm going to stitch each one of these, and they're going to go on either side because my husband and I both play. We've been playing since 2010. Yeah. So, and then I'm going to do one of those and put it on either side and do like a 3-piece frame. But the pack also came with those two. I am definitely going to stitch Leroy. And eventually maybe the Murloc, but I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. So those are part of my digital stash. And then I saw this pattern. I don't remember where, but my husband and I have 2 puppies. I had 3 puppies before that. I also had a cat. My entire life I've had pets. My entire life. And they've always been rescues. So, rescue house. How cute. Have not started this one. Ooh, sorry. As the U-Flies on Etsy. How cute. And again, I do have the supplies for this. They're tucked away. I love it. I love it so much. So not only do I love Nautical themes, fall themes, I have a bit of a... I've been called eccentric because I stitch, crochet, knit, play games. I'm trying to learn how to quilt, hike, ruck. My music tastes range from everything from, jazz, Frank Sinatra, to Adele and Eagles and everything, to Metallica. They're my favorite. So we have a friend who lives out of state, and his dad lives here. His dad is 86 years old, lives alone. He's independent, but my husband and I keep an eye on him. And for 2 years now, every Friday, I bring him to lunch. I pick him up, and we go on a little lunch date and bring him home. And my husband goes over there every week, with few exceptions, and we spend time with him. He called me eccentric, which I don't take as an insult. I think it's cute, but I had that in mind as I wanted to show you guys my digital stash, because I guess I kind of have like a quirky sense of humor too. I saw this on Etsy one time. I was just browsing, looking for cross stitch. I love this. It's called Free Hugs. I just love it. I love it. I have not started it yet. I do have the materials for it. I just love it. And there is the designer. Hopefully you can see it. There it goes. Okay. I'm learning. Remember, I'm learning. How fun. And then I'm just going to show you a few more. Okay, again, keeping in mind, quirky, dorky, nerdy, but I'm sorry, my electric meatball is malfunctioning. I love it. It's hilarious. And again, on Etsy. Not only is this cross stitch community the most kind, generous, all the positive attributes, right? But they are the worst when it comes to enabling. I was on a Zoom with some friends, and Stacy, I'm looking at you because I can't say this. You can. But I do like sometimes having some easier stitches, like fill in squares and things. So this, and this is the information. I will hold it here in case you want to take a screenshot. And this is called Colors of Summer. Now these two last words right here, this one and this one, are the website. So type in that word and just do a search. But this is called Colors of Summer. Again, little boats, little fishies. My favorite color is yellow. Had to have it. How fun though. And then I have one more from this website. One more. And this one is called Colors of Winter. And that's that. How beautiful are those colors? How beautiful is that? Love it. Of course, haul. I've had a lot of haul before I recorded this. Over the time that I've been stitching and building my stash and everything else, of course I have haul. I'm just gonna show you a few things, and then as we go down the line I might be able to show you some more. This one is Erin Elizabeth Designs, and it's Winter Birds. So cute. That is so cute. I am gonna do it on black. How adorable is that? I love them. And then these are from Sweet Autumn Stitch. Sweet Autumn Stitch on Etsy. And this is a floss ring. Of course, Nautical. And I am going to kit this up on my other haul, which I will show you, which is the Country Cottage Needleworks Beach Boardwalk. This is the first one. That's the ice cream shop. How cute is that? Yeah, adorable. And then, okay. So again, browsing Etsy as we do. I was back at Sweet Autumn Stitch. I could not pass this up. How could I pass this up? It is called the Shenanigan House. Shenanigan House. How cute. Then I also, of course, had to get the matching needle minder. Shenanigan House. How cute. I love her. I love her stuff. It is so cute, so pretty. And then this has been some time ago. She also has these tins, like carrying tins. This one, it's like an Altoid tin. or at least that size. And I had started making a kit. This is a needle case. Now she also has these with magnets. This one does not have a magnet. I do have one with a magnet for needles, and you just slide it up there. And then for this little kit, I did get one of her domino needle minders. How cute is that? And that sits in the metal tin. How cute. I think that's about it for today. I have made a mess, of course. Oh, maybe I'll show you a couple yarny projects. So if you don't want to see yarn, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for looking at all my stitchy stuff. I appreciate it, and I hope you come back. I'm just going to show you two yarny projects. This first one is a blanket, and it's huge. It is for my friend Chelsea. It is a scrappy blanket because I have quite a bit of scraps, and it is the Jelly Roll Blanket by Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears. Now this thing is pretty big, so I'm going to do my best. Now the pattern calls for the stripes to go vertical. However, I am making this for the stripes to go horizontal. So it's gonna be a nice blanket. It's going to be very warm. And yes, I still work on it even in Arizona summer because I sit under a ceiling fan almost on high. So there's that one. And then years ago, I had made my daughter a waffle stitch blanket. She was a lot smaller, and she was moving recently to her apartment, and she still had that blanket. But of course it was a little too small, so I said I would make her another one, bigger. This one looks like the waffle stitch, but it's not. Very similar texture, but this, okay, so bright orange is her favorite color and soft yellow is mine. So it's going to be a combination of our favorite colors. Let's see, you can see the texture. It is so squishy. I love it. I love it. And that's about it. I will definitely get a little bit more organized for next time. Can you tell I'm nervous? I'm probably going to look back on this in like who knows how long and be like, oh my gosh, my first one. Thank you for stopping by. I very much appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, comment. I love to chat and engage, and I do not have a set schedule yet as to when I will upload again. Again, I do work full time, have a house, puppies, husband, all that. I'm hoping in 2 weeks. That's my plan. So have a great day. Be safe. And thanks for coming.